It's hard enough for most of us to cope with the symptoms of the menopause and face the embarrassment of breaking into a hot sweat in public, or deal with the absent-mindedness that invariably dents our confidence. But it must be especially difficult for women who are in the public eye. Cherie Lunghi, the well-known actress, was struggling with her symptoms when I first saw her in my clinic, but within a few months of starting our programme, she was feeling so much better with her symptoms under control. Cherie, your menopause symptoms took you by surprise, didn't they?
Yes, I was very surprised to find that I'd reached that stage of my life. I was suddenly suffering appalling anxiety. I was becoming easily wound up about very small things. And sleep. Normally I'm a good sleeper, and suddenly my sleep was interrupted, and I would have hot flushes in the night, which was very disconcerting. And I was a bit surprised that the menopause was upon me.
Presumably it affected your work too.
Yes, it did. It affected my concentration, because obviously when you're listening to someone, your director, for example, giving you some direction, and suddenly you have this physical phenomenon which is most uncomfortable. You're worried about, am I sweating? Am I turning beetroot? And my concentration would waft off, and I would not be listening to what was being said to me. I would find it very difficult to concentrate.
That must have been really embarrassing.
It was embarrassing, yes. It was disconcerting, and I wasn't used to it. All these things was something that I wasn't accustomed to. I was rather surprised and disconcerted.
So you came to see me in the clinic, and you made a number of dietary changes afterwards. What did you find most helpful?
Most helpful was cutting out the caffeine. I just went on to decaffeinated everything, and that halved the hot flushes and also cured the sleeplessness. Same with alcohol. Not that I'm a huge drinker, but I just found every time I drank a glass of wine, I had an instant hot flush. So that went, and increased the soya. I used to drink the occasional glass of soy milk, but I just put soy milk in the fridge and got rid of dairy and ate soy yogurts and just concentrated on soya basically, and that was a huge help too.
And you took some supplements as well?
I did. I took the red clover and I took the Cardiozen.
And you did some exercise?
I'd always done Pilates, so I just continued with my exercise, and also I don't have a car, so I'm a big walker, and I always run upstairs and never take lifts and all that. I build in exercise wherever I can. Yeah, so I continued the exercise.
And how long after starting our programme did you notice a difference?
I would say 3 to 4 weeks. And then I also, I happened to hurt my back. I lifted something and twisted, and I went to see a really good acupuncturist. And during our conversation, I mentioned, he said, is there anything else? I said, well, actually, I've been having menopausal symptoms. And he said, I can treat this too. So he stuck needles in me, and so I think that also contributed.
Yes.
I've got the right mix.
Yes, we often use acupuncture and osteopathy, as we find that they complement our programme quite well.
Yeah, they seem to work very well together,
Yes.
for me personally.
So how would you say you feel now compared to how you felt in the very beginning?
I feel 500% better. I feel more energetic. I haven't got any of the symptoms, and I feel like a completely different person from when I came to see you. I feel wonderful, actually.